Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday, the 30th of September 2022. And I hope all of you had a very productive and constructive week. And the energies of today is certainly quite beautiful around us, and it fits in perfectly with a Friday. Always remember, Fridays are ruled also by the goddess Venus, so Fridays don't feel like a beauty and love and freedom and inspiration for no reason. It is because it is ruled by the beautiful goddess Venus, who is all about beauty, freedom, freedom of expression, love and inspiration. So I do hope and bless you all with those energies today. Today's lunar guidance for our moon is in Sagittarius, with the moon now moving into Sagittarius. You may notice the urge to travel arising inside of you, and a desire to escape the mundane chores of your everyday routine over the next 48 hours or so. Luckily, this is coinciding with a weekend, so I expect us all to be able to satisfy those desires to some extent because of the fact that it's a weekend. While some of us tend to be more homebodies than others, preferring creature comforts over the exhilaration of the unknown, it's important that we remember we all need some adventure in our lives at some times to feel truly alive and remind ourselves of our inner strength through experience that develop our self-reliance, right? Sagittarius is a very, very free sign, and Sagittarius doesn't really rely on others, but more so himself, because when he goes off into the universe, he usually does so on his own, only relying on himself. So this adventurous spirit, freedom and going off on your own adventure with Sagittarius also actually contains quite an important lesson regarding self-reliance and self-validation. It's amazing for me how even a desire for adventure can bring us lessons of self-reliance and self-validation in such a fun and smooth way. So do try to take advantage of these energies today and over the next 48 hours. If it's been too long since you have ventured beyond your known universe, consider what adventure calls you and entices your divine spark, right? Think about what you want when it comes to adventuring. Also remember that the longer that you leave it between adventures, the less you will tend to think of having one, and the more you will doubt yourself to create one or even survive an adventure on your own. So it will be great for you today to start by attuning to your intuition. Close your eyes and see or feel the experience that your soul wants to truly feel alive. This could be visiting a certain culture or a landscape, going on a pilgrimage or a retreat. It could also be a period of study, learning a new skill, or time away with your favorite people. So that is what Sagittarius is activating for us, or the moon is activating for us with being in the sign of Sagittarius. Today's energy is very important for us all to experience, and you need to be open and give way to hope and faith along your spiritual path. Sagittarius is actually quite a spiritual sign with the desire to learn new spiritual skills and to obtain information from different spiritual or religious cultures that could enhance your database of knowledge. Around midday, there is going to be a fated aspect between the sun and the Sagittarius moon. So this is going to be like a double whammy, right? And this direct energy from the sun onto the Sagittarius moon can bring some amazing surprises from the universe. For many of us, it's going to be a guiding light at the end of the tunnel that will help soothe any possible problems that could be caused by Jupiter in Aries and also Venus in Libra. It's the energy helping you make the moves that you need to make and take action where you see fit. Do, however, try to do all of these things before evening comes, when the moon wants to be calm and chill. It's okay if you wait for things to fully settle into place. You are gaining something very special today, either way. You might also have sparks and flashes of inspiration flowing through your mind tonight, and it could make it a little bit tough for you to fall asleep. My advice would be to concentrate on your breathing while you are laying down and just go with the flow of your insight and inspirations, and soon you will be drifting off into sleep. Right, as I was meditating this morning on our morning message and our cards, I really got an overwhelming sense of love from the divine for us, and they gave me the feeling of a parent sending a little kid off to school. From the parent's perspective, that amount of love, sending your child off to school, knowing that it's scary for them, knowing that it's unknown for them, knowing how they might be feeling anxious and perhaps unwilling to take this new step into their new adventure, yet the parent, with so much love in their heart, knows that it will be a wonderful experience for their child. And similarly, this is the energy that I picked up, that our guides and that the divine has for all of us today. Our card reading is actually very on point once again. I can't quite remember the name of the deck, but it's pretty beautiful. First out is the star. First card, the star, and the strongest energy for us all in our day. Whatever happens for you today is in order for positive changes to take effect into your life. The star card brings healing as well as inspiration, right? It is that star that led the three wise men to the location of Jesus as a baby. It's the stars that lead the sailors on their travels. So my advice for all of you today would be to follow your inspiration, the guiding star inside of your heart towards the positive changes in your life. Go for it, you guys. Next up is the water card, and it talks about emotions. The emotions card really goes hand in hand for me with the strength card here, which talks about mind over matter. Right, should you be feeling emotions of anxiety and nervousness and perhaps insecurity, remember that you can change things around through an exercise of mind over matter. You are in control of yourself, and nothing controls you except your own choices. And really, at the end of the day, the only thing to fear is fear itself. So should you be feeling some level of fear today to try something new or to go on an adventure, don't be afraid. Handle it with your mind. Tell yourself that you are strong enough and that things won't go on your or won't arrive on your path if you are not strong enough to handle it like a boss, right? So keep reminding yourself that you are a boss and that you can handle everything that comes on your path. So the green light is absolutely on for all of us today to go on adventures. The ghost comes in to talk about memories and loss. Don't allow past experiences and past traumas to perhaps hold you back from moving on from memories in the past and of losses in the past. Always my guides are saying there should be a balance. You can't experience a loss and hold on to that for years, according to the law of balance. Once you have lost something, it's important for you to let go of that loss so that it can be replaced by something new. The universe cannot come in and create a balance and offer you a replacement if you are still holding on and preventing that space from becoming available for the new. So the advice really is here today, not to hold yourself back through holding on to memories of past losses you may have experienced. And at the bottom of the deck is the separation card, and this talks about bravery. Absolutely on point as the underlying energy for all of us today. Be brave and dare to separate yourself from the crowd today. The call is there for us all to go off on adventures and new experiences so that we can satisfy Sagittarius craving to learn new things as well as build up our own skills when it comes to self-reliance and self-validation while we are having fun. Today's lessons about self-reliance and self-validation is being handed to us on a very colorful platter, and it will definitely be done in an energy of fun and adventure. So my advice would be for all of us to grab onto it and see where your path takes you today. I wish you all beautiful adventures filled with spiritual surprises and insight, as well as learning beautiful new things, all the while actually learning the skill of being self-reliant and self-validating. I love you all like no words can ever say, and we will talk again in the morning.